Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. What you are looking at is Kinji-san 1967, now probably more famously known as as Krista Blade's father. It's sad to say. He's been on YouTube for years, and now he's just basically taking a backseat to his little girl. But anyway, listen, there's a reason why I'm showing you this video. I just literally woke up. Literally just got out of bed. And, well, 15 minutes ago, I made a pot of coffee. I'm on my first cup of coffee. And I woke up this morning thinking about Jesse Jackson Jr., which, most people would think is very bizarre, but that's kind of normal for me. Not the Jackson Jr. part, but I think politics almost 24/7. It's kind of an insanity for me. Some people may think that I could use some help with that, and they may be right. I don't know. But anyway, so I hadn't even jumped in the shower. Basically, like I said, I'm on my first cup of coffee, and I'm like, I got to make a video about this shit. And it was too cold to go out to the garage and do that whole thing. And I looked like hell. Like I said, I just got up, so I wasn't going to put the camera on myself. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's give Krista Blade's father a little FaceTime while I talk about politics. Jesse Jackson Jr. Oh my God. Seriously? Here's the thing. Oh, does anybody really think this guy's going to spend any real jail time? I mean, honestly. And I know some people will point to the former governor of Illinois and say, well, he actually got some jail time. It's a wholly different animal. Jesse Jackson Jr., well, in case you don't know, and if you don't know, and I don't know what kind of rock you'd be living under or why you would even be watching my videos, but in case you don't know, Jesse Jackson Jr., of course, being the son of the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who's a reverend just like Al Sharpton's a reverend when it fits them. Otherwise, they are what they are. So, anyway, he's the son of Jesse Jackson, the famed civil rights activist slash preacher slash spokesman slash community organizer. Well, yeah, Rainbow Coalition. You understand what I'm talking about. So anyway, he was a congressman. I say was because he just recently resigned. Congressman from Illinois. Or Illinois, however you want to pronounce it. It's up to you. I don't really care. And what he, and I would say is accused of, but since he's pled, from my understanding, pled guilty, it's no longer an alleged incident. But what he did, basically, was he took somewhere, and I may be off on my numbers, but I don't think I am. Somewhere in the neighborhood of $800,000 of campaign donations, and basically him and his wife spent it on themselves, remodeling their humble abode, and I don't know, who knows? I haven't seen the list of things he spent it on, but he spent it as if it was his to spend. No, and I don't mean on a political campaign. He blew it. What he did, he blew it on himself and his wife. And somehow, okay. But listen, in my opinion, this is par for the course in Illinois. This is what they do. This is Chicago politics at its finest. I mean, Barack Obama, I swear to God, if there was anybody that could possibly turn a magnifying glass on him, which will never happen, you'd be surprised. But I mean, I lived in Chicago. That place is as corrupt as they get. I mean, it just doesn't get any more corrupt than Chicago. Al Capone ruled Chicago. The Daley family. I mean, come on, seriously. This is what we're talking about. I mean, how many governors have ended up going to prison? But here's the thing. I think Jesse Jackson Jr., because he grew up as a child of privilege. Okay, I mean, let's be honest. Jesse Jackson Sr. is a multimillionaire. Okay, that's the funny thing. And he made his money by being a muckster, basically, a muckraker. Stir the pot and get paid. That's basically his game. It was his claim to fame. Nobody would call it that because, it wouldn't be politically correct to say that about, the leader of the Rainbow Push, the Rainbow Coalition, and all that bullshit. And I think he may have been. Wasn't he the first black person to ever run for president of the United States? I mean, the campaign was a joke. He didn't have a prayer, but anyway, enough about Jesse Jackson Sr. But Jesse Jackson Jr. grew up as a child of privilege, and he just, for the most part, I don't know. I mean, I think he just thought it was all his. And listen, he ran for Congress, he won, even under the bullshit he was in. Like, listen, here's a guy who, well, he knew he was into shit. So what's he do? He checks himself into a mental hospital and says he's got, I don't know, bipolarism or whatever ailment that he claimed to have. I think he claimed to have about a half a dozen of them. I'm sure that had everything to do with trying to set up some kind of defense for himself because he knew he was busted, but he still ran. Okay, he still ran for re-election and he won. Dude was in a mental freaking hospital and he won re-election to Congress. What's that tell you about his constituents? You know, I mean, and I don't know. I mean, you know, as far as I know, the political machine was still operating for him, and God knows how many dead people voted. I really don't know. Yeah, I would like to think that was the case, but truthfully, if you want to bring up if we can bring up another notorious politician who ran under bizarre circumstances, like Marion Barry. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Marion Barry was the mayor of Washington D.C. and was literally caught on camera doing coke with a couple of whores. Not only doing coke, I think he was smoking crack, you know, with a couple of hookers. And they had this on tape, full-blown him smoking crack with hookers on tape. And he still got reelected. Well, actually, I think he had to do a little jail time, very little. And then when he got back out, he ran for mayor, and they reelected him. Or elected him again. It just, yeah, the world of politics, especially politics in a certain, how can we put this delicately? Politics in a certain demographic. Let's put it that way. Okay. So anyway, so you got Jesse Jackson Jr., who checks himself into a mental ward, which, as I said, all a scheme and trying to figure out how to get out of his troubles with the I don't know if it's embezzlement or whatever they call it. I know it's a campaign misuse of funds or some type of fraud. I don't know. But anyway, but they still reelect him. So here's the thing. Okay, this is what I was thinking. I know this is kind of rambling, but this is what I was thinking. Here's a guy who literally is going to find himself in probably a token jail sentence. I don't know what that will be, but you can't very well put Jesse Jackson Jr. in jail for very long because, you know, that might cause some civil unrest. You know? I mean, seriously. So he's going to do maybe a little token jail time in Club Fed, and he's going to get out, and guess what he's going to do? He's going to run for Congress. Hell, he may even run for the Senate. He might get a boost. I don't think he's electable statewide, but then again, I never thought Barack Obama was electable, period. So, you know, who knows? But let me know what you think in the comment section. One, do you think he's going to do any real jail time? I don't think he will, but let me know what you think. And two, do you think he'll run for public office when he gets out? And three, do you think he'd win? You know, I know. So for me, it's a no, yes, yes. No, yes, yes. So anyway, I'm not going to make this a hugely long video. I just had some thoughts on that. I thought, this is the way my mind works, by the way. It's just the kind of shit I wake up with. I mean, I wake up. Some people have dreams of winning the lottery. Some people have dreams of, making love to a beautiful woman. I unfortunately am cursed with a political brain. So I wake up thinking about Jesse Jackson Jr. Oh my God, I gotta get some more coffee in me. Anyway, in the comment section, also say hi to Krista Blade's father, Kinji-san. He's a real good guy. He's an awesome guy. Iraqi war veteran, hero, Bronze Star winner. I mean, the list is long. This guy's the real deal. And his daughter's doing awesome on YouTube. Although I will tell you that, I probably shouldn't tell you. Yeah, no, I'll tell you. I don't think she cares if I talk a little bit about her. She's got a lot on her plate. A ton on her plate. I don't know how she does it. Yeah, every time I see that girl, she's yawning. Yeah, she has basically what amounts to is 2 jobs and a full-time student. And I don't know how she pulls it off. I really don't. Hopefully her grades stay what they are because they're pretty good. At least I'm pretty sure they're pretty good. Anyway, that's it. Everybody have a good one. And let me find my remote so I can stop this thing. Anyway. Oh, by the way, and for those of you who have any ideas about Crystal Blade, this is her father's shooting. Okay? And, yeah, I don't think you want to play that game. Everybody take care. See ya!